It must be talked about again.
I don't know. I don't think Meek is just going to walk away after this roast. I think he's going to try to come out with something or say something.
I mean, 50 Cent suggests he drops a song. That's what 50 said on his IG. If it was Fifth, he would come with a song. Ja Rule says, don't compare this to Ja and Fifth because there were actual things that happened during that beef that, you know, weren't just rhymes.
Then he said, all jokes aside, I don't want to see those guys hurt. I like them both. Keep it on wax, but stop comparing other beefs.
Hey, Ja Rule.
And hopefully they keep it that way.
Dude, Ja Rule, I love you. How about you sit back and just count your money and just let them have their beef, okay, buddy? You're good.
But I do think that's good coaching.
No, it's true.
Because there are beefs that we've had in hip hop that weren't just about music. This one is just about music.
Well, you made the point earlier. I started having this feeling on Friday. Now, granted, I was at Lollapalooza and I had just done something that made me feel very paranoid. But when I was feeling very paranoid, I was like, you know what? I don't want this to turn south because now that it's getting so embarrassing, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look on Meek's Instagram, the man cannot post anything without just being roasted in his own comments. And we know for a facto that he reads his comments and other comments.
Yeah.
And as someone, Ebro, you can speak to this as well, who gets roasted in comments sometimes, you do have to be somewhat thick-skinned to read constant nastiness about yourself. So that's where you get kind of concerned and want to make sure people don't.
Yeah, I mean, look, right now, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are all watching for the first time ever a disagreement between two hip-hop artists with social media tied to it. And because of those social media impressions, now you see CNN talking about rap beef.
So crazy.
You
know
see
what I mean?
White Castle. You see who else? So many companies chimed in.
But listen, it is a challenging thing, and I know because you guys remember, I have no backbone. I am the world's biggest little bitch, and I've been through the experience of getting into it with an artist and getting flooded with hate nonstop, 24 hours. You sign on your Twitter, 300 new @replies. I hate you, you piece of trash, over and over and over again. You do have to either be thick-skinned or not care at all.
And Meek is not used to this. It's never happened to him before. Not like this. I don't know. I think yesterday was really bad. I don't think he's going to let that go.
I think this is the good question right now today, and I want everybody to chime in. It's simple, yes or no conversation.
Okay, what is it?
Can Meek Mill come back from this? Meek Mill puts out a song today, and it's markedly better than that record he put out, Wanna Know, which wasn't a great song at a time when he needed to come with not only a response, but a great song. He didn't come with a great song. And that's part of the destruction, is the fact that when the ball was in your court, you weren't concise, you weren't clear, you weren't poignant, you weren't witty, funny, whatever your angle was going to be, you didn't hit that. You didn't hit a home run when you needed one. Matter of fact, you needed a grand slam because you were going up against basically the biggest rap artist in the game.
Well, by the way, he could have at first just needed a base hit or a double at best, except instead of that, he actually made the mistake of believing that he could put out a song, then never put out the song. And when he never put out the song the first time, he built hype, right? People blamed Flex for it, whether it was Flex or whether it was Meek. That first day when he let everyone down, in retrospect, that made it almost...
That made the bar go up.
Way up. Made it almost impossible. And then he puts out the song and doesn't deliver.
Cap, simple question. Can Meek Mill recover from this, in your mind?
As far as him being who he is, he can recover, but not going against straight. Meaning he can keep his level of fans that he got. He won't lose them because they're loyal to his style of rap. But as far as coming back at him, he don't have to.
All right, I mean, that's kind of an answer. I mean, I hear what you're saying. Like, he can keep his people, but...
I think what he wants to say is he won't get bigger. This is basically cut Meek off from getting any bigger. Honor from the Bronx.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Can Meek Mill come back from this?
Yeah, I think he could come back. I'm pretty sure that, he know the strategy of the game. And what he got to do is he can't drop just one song. He's going to probably have to drop maybe 3 of them joints.
Now remember, and this is a great point what Honor's saying. Remember, when Jay took the L, when Ether was a definitive loss for Hove. Hove went back to the club. He dropped club tunes. I think the first one was like What did he drop right after Ether? It was a little while, it might have been a year, but it was like Excuse Me Miss Remix or something like that. Like Excuse Me Miss.
Well,
had
but
come
also,
out
you have to remember, Takeover was on the Blueprint.
Right. So he already had a legendary album.
Like, so immediately
Classic.
after Ether, people after a little while were like, yo, this Blueprint album, this is incredible. And then it like builds from there.
Brando in New Jersey.
Yo, what's going on?
You're saying Meek Mill can't come back?
Definitely not, man. Ever since Drake dropped that Twitter bar, man, he hasn't been back on Twitter, man. It's over for him. It's over for him, man.